I would say that we do feel we have seen an increase in particularly mental health issues. I think just there's so many people who are stressed for a variety of reasons, and there's a number of things they've been dealing with. It could be economic, financial issues. It's the parenting and childcare issues, the schoolwork, the isolation. There's a lot of grief issues with people who may have lost loved ones. There's a lot of fear, people worrying about what could happen, what if. So there's just a lot of emotions that people have been experiencing. And so with that comes, an increase in a lot of the mental health concerns. And I think because people are kind of all experiencing this, it's not just a subpopulation, it's the whole population is experiencing it to some degree. It's been okay to talk about it. I think that stigma has definitely been what's kept people in the past from talking about a lot of these things or acknowledging that they're having difficulty. I think this particular trauma, since everyone is experiencing it, is allowing people that kind of freedom or to say, yeah, this is difficult, this is hard. I do think that although we are all experiencing it, people do experience it in different ways. I heard on a little article I read that said, we're all in the same storm, but we're not all in the same boat. And I really like that because it is different. I mean, some people are experiencing more difficulty with it than others, just because of their circumstances. But we're all kind of have that feeling of stress and anxiety and not knowing what the future holds, or disappointment, things that haven't been able to, be held, events, celebrations, just all that loss, vacations. And I think, that may help with the stigma issue somewhat. I guess time will tell, but I do think that could be helpful in the long run. The grief and loss issues have been really, I think, dramatic during this period, not only for the people who may have somebody sick in the hospital or someone who has lost a loved one, but just loss in general, again, of that social contact and that, ability to, see and feel and hear that person that you might depend on, or for kids, with their friendships, they don't completely understand it. They don't completely. I have a little 8-year-old, well, almost 8-year-old. She's 7-year-old granddaughter, and she doesn't understand why she can't see her friends. So they're having a hard time. Older kids, I think, some of them are just ignoring it, and it can't happen to me kind of thing, and that's a concern. But I think for all of us, I mean, if you had people that you relied on, that human contact, that loss of human contact is really, really significant for people. And I think that's, again, where a lot of the mental health and emotional issues come into play is, it's not that we can't go to the store, it's that we've lost, that ability to have that relationship in the same level and the physical part of that. And I think the other thing that's been hard about this is nobody knows when it's going to end. That uncertainty of when will things, quote, get back to normal. And the fact that what you're hearing is, well, it may never be, like it was before. And, you have to have a new normal and, all these little cliches that, we hear. But the reality, then you think about it and you think, yeah, I don't know when there's going to be an end to this, or if there's going to be an end, and, how long am I going to have to really wear those masks? So that uncertainty of not knowing, when you can do something or if you're going to be able to do something, I think, again, adds to the whole situation.
For over a century, Farmers National Bank has stood strong. Through booms and busts, peaks and valleys, we've learned to know the seasons and how to grow in each of them. During challenging times, everyone is reminded of the value of solid relationships in both life and business. Farmers, stand strong.